5 laps of distance. Green flag set to fly. Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks. Mike Walker looks him over, lets him go. Strictly Stocks are underway. Kenny Scott on the outside groove gets the advantage on Scott Wiggin down the back straightaway. Your leader is going to be Kenny Scott. Jim Storrs follows him through on the outside groove. Fish Pansky now dives to the bottom side on Wiggin as well. She's trying to take over the third spot. At the line, gives the third spot to Michelle Fish Pansky. Kenny Scott leads lap number 1. Now he's going to feel the pressure from Jim Storrs down the back straightaway. Storrs looks to the bottom side on Scott. Scott tries slamming the door. Storrs backs out of it through the rumble strips in car number 44. Kenny Scott gonna hang on to the lead for another lap in car number 72. The Caveman looking for his first podium of the 2016 campaign. Further back in the field, Anthony Belfieri and Justin Storrs in a hot and heavy battle for the 4th spot on the racing surface. Now Jim Storrs slams through the door of Kenny Scott and takes to the lead. Scott Wiggin is around in car number 20. Scott Wiggin in car 26 is around, and a very quick caution flag from Chief Starter Mike Walker. Caution flag number 1. Early front runner Scott Wiggin around. He was getting bounced all around the field in car number 26. Green flag back in the air. Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks back underway. Good even start through turns 1 and 2. Kenny Caveman Scott fighting hard on the bottom side. Jim Storrs fighting just as hard on the outside groove. Side by side for the top spot. Kenny Scott, Jim Storrs bouncing off each other, and Kenny Scott's going to hang on to the lead. The Caveman hanging on for dear life down low, making it hard on Jim Storrs to work the outside. How about this racing in the top spot? Kenny Scott slipped up just a bit that time by, allows Jim Storrs into the top spot. New leader going to be the 44 of Jimmy Storrs. Kenny Scott now going to have to deal with Anthony Belfieri and Mad Max Dolliver next. Dolliver in the 29 car looking to the bottom side on Anthony Belfieri down the back straightaway. Side by side for the 3rd spot. Max Dolliver in the 29 with transmission problems in the heat is up into the 3rd spot. Belfieri sideways in car number 90. Looks like Cashman's going to follow Dolliver through. And he'll move up into the 4th spot. Belfieri trying to find the rail on the outside groove, unable to do so right now at the moment. In car number 90, losing spots every lap behind the wheel of that 90 car. Battle for the 2nd spot now. Max Dolliver to the bottom side on Kenny Scott. Scott slams the door shut on Dolliver. Dolliver's a little sideways that time through turns 1 and 2. Kenny Scott making it hard to come by in car number 72. Hanging tough in the 2nd spot. Dolliver trying to find a way by, looking low one more time down the front straightaway, but he knows Kenny Scott's going to slam that door. Dolliver is going to have to try a different way. That time, Kenny Scott slipped up one more time, but Scott is still hanging tough down the back straightaway. Anthony Belfieri in car number 90, sideways, 3 wide further back in the field. Charlie Baldwin way up the racetrack, trying to hang on to that one outside Steve Duvenet. Dolliver is thinking about the outside groove, but he's going to watch out because John Cashman is right there. Up front, it is all Jim Storrs right now in car number 44. Now Dolliver is going to try the outside groove on the Caveman down the front straightaway. That's what Dolliver needed to do, is try the outside groove on Kenny Scott. Down the back straightaway, Dolliver up high, Kenny Scott down low, side by side for the 2nd spot. 10 laps in the record books this time by for your leader, Jim Storrs in car number 44. At the line, Max Dolliver is up into the 2nd spot after a long battle with Kenny Scott. Scott is going to try to find the bottom side and hold on to that 3rd spot. Move Dolliver up into sole possession of 2nd. Kenny Scott's trying to hang on to the 3rd spot. Now he's going to have to deal with John Cashman next in car number 78. Cashman goes to the outside groove. Cashman up high of Kenny Scott now. Kenny Scott down low, side by side for the 3rd spot. Justin Storrs watching from the 5th spot, car number 22X. Cashman and Caveman make a little bit of contact through turns 3 and 4 at the line. Looks like John Cashman on the outside groove has the 3rd spot. Kenny Scott still hanging tough in car number 72, halfway home this time by. Jim Storrs got out front early and he's trying to run away, but Max Dolliver is trying to reel him in now in car number 29. Cashman in the car number 78 now is up into the 3rd spot. Move Kenny Scott back to 4th. Charlie Baldwin will be next in line to try to whack at Kenny Scott. Baldwin in car number 2, last Saturday night's feature winner, trying to find a way by Caveman. Kenny Scott now and move up into the 4th spot. Up at the front of the field, Max Dolliver is starting to reel in Jim Storis bit by bit now for the top spot. With 10 laps to go, Dolliver's got plenty of time to figure this one out, and he is starting to reel in Jim Storis. Battle for the 4th spot now. Kenny the Caveman Scott, Charlie Baldwin battling for the 4th spot. Baldwin to the outside groove. Caveman able to hang on down low for the moment. 9 to go at the line, and Dolliver inch by inch is closing in on Jim Storis for the top spot in the main event for the Woody's Auto Strictly Stock. Best battle on the racetrack right now is from 4th on back with Kenny Scott and Charlie Baldwin. Baldwin around the outside. He'll take over the 4th spot. Justin Storis down low on Kenny Scott. He gets into him. Now Steve Dufanet doesn't like that. He takes Storis for a ride. Down the front straightaway, everybody keeps it straight, and we stay green. Unbelievable. Storis and Dufanet into it, but everybody kept it straight, and we stay green. Looky now for the top spot. Max Dolliver is there. Dolliver in car 29 out of Londonderry, New Hampshire, from all the way almost a straightaway back, has reeled in your leader Jim Storis, and he's going to try to find a way by now in the closing stages of the 25-lap main event for the Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks. Cashman wants these two to battle it out for the top spot so he can try to find a way by. Now Dolliver dives to the bottom side, unable to get the run he needed down the back straightaway. 5 laps remain at the line. 5 to go for your leader, Jim Storis. Dolliver giving him a little bit of a shot. Next turn number 4 that time. Now Dolliver thinks about the high side on Jim Storis down the back straight. We'll see what happens here. Dolliver slipped up just a little bit. That allows Storis to inch back in front. Scott Wiggin could play a factor in this one in car number 26. Getting the passing flag from Chief Starter Mike Walker. Wiggin has got to stay out of the way in car number 26 in the closing stages of this one. Now John Cashman is there in car number 78. It's going to be a 3-way shootout to the finale in the Woody's Auto Strictly Stock. One more time, Dolliver tries the outside groove. Scott Wiggin in car 26. Lap traffic could be a factor in this one. Wiggin in car 26 up the racetrack now. Dolliver trying to find a way by. Storis goes to the outside groove, and he's able to get around the 26 of Wiggin. Everybody able to get by Wiggin. 2 to go at the line, and this is going to be a barn burner right down to the checkered flag. Dolliver once again tries setting her up to the outside groove. Now down the back straightaway, might have the run he needs. White flag in the air this time by. Will we see another great finish in the Woody's Auto Strictly Stocks? White flag in the air, and Dolliver is to the outside at the line. Through turns 1 and 2, this is going to be a good one. Down the back straightaway, Dolliver slipped up again and lost the momentum on Jim Storis. Through turns 3 and 4, looks like Storis might hang on to this one. Checkered flag in the air, and it's going to fly for Jimmy Storis. 2nd will go to Dolliver, 3rd to John Cashman, 4th to Charlie Baldwin. Battle for 5th at the line, going to go to Kenny Scott down low, I believe. Scott in the 72 gets a top 5 run. He's out of the car now. He can hear you. Tonight's winner, Jim Storis in car 44. Well, Jim, you and Kenny Scott had quite a battle for the top spot. You were able to get the lead and started to take off, and then Max tracked you down, put the pressure to you, but you did what you had to do, and you held on for this win tonight. Tell us how you feel.
I feel awesome. I did this year to have fun with my son. It's been awesome. We've been fighting the car. We finally got some good stuff going. J.R. Philippone, my son Justin, Jay Dick, Kelly, everybody. I just thank you so much. Woody, Max is a heck of a competitor. Last couple laps, I was just hanging on just to see if I can keep him behind me because he was fast.
All right, your winner tonight, car number 44, Jimmy Storis, his first win of 2016. And coming home in the 2nd spot, how about this kid? He did a heck of a job trying to get that top spot. Car number 29 out of Londonderry, Mad Max Dolliver. Well, Max, you had the crowd raring for that one, but your car slipped up just a little bit on that outside groove. You weren't able to get it done, but another solid performance for you tonight.
Yeah, I didn't want to get the wind driving through him, so I just tried to get past him clean. I'll take 2nd after we lost a tranny in the heat, and I got to thank all my crew. My dad, Seth, Brian, Billy, Adam, you, Chris, and everyone who helped me out get that tranny in, and my sponsors, R&R Public Wholesalers, and John West and Edney Construction.
All right, 2nd spot tonight, car number 29, Mad Max Dolliver. And coming home in the third spot, he's finally back into a podium position. Car number 78 out of Danvers, Massachusetts, Johnny Cash, John Cashman. Well, John, it's been a trying few weeks for you, I know, with the 78 car, but you're finally back into a podium spot. I know you would have liked a few more laps to see how that one would have played out.
Yes, that would have been great, but we'll take a third all day, especially after wrecking it in the heat race. I got to thank Chris Ogrovich, Albie Ovett, Dennis Stumas, my brother, Bob, Rob, Dale Meter, all the kids, and all the sponsors that go with the car.
All right, third place tonight, car number 78, John Cashman.